วัสดีค่ะ Welcome to the Nation Daily. This is the edition for 23rd of November 2023. You are with
Nina
and Tulip. And first story today, we have to talk about Iran.
the situation.
Yes, it's more of like their opinion and their role in Middle East conflict, because this morning Iranian embassy held press conference. They have their deputy foreign affairs minister on political affairs in Bangkok for
Yes.
an official visit.
And you went there.
I went there this morning, and we get to ask some questions, but everything was through translators, either in between Persian and English or Persian and Thai. So it was interesting. It's like there is a set of information they want to share, especially when it comes to Israel and Gaza.
So
Hamas.
the deputy foreign minister talked about the situation between Gaza and Israel. Has he mentioned anything about Iran and Thailand too?
He was talking about that there will be some meeting with high-ranking official in Thailand, and he said that we'll also meet with some Iranian allies in Bangkok. So there will be a lot of meetings after this, but this is the initial ones that he met with press first. So of course the question we asked was focusing on the hostage situation in Gaza, and he said based on their communication with Hamas, the release of hostages is unlikely as long as the war persists.
I've heard that they call the Hamas as the resistance.
Yes.
While
yes.
other countries call terrorists.
Yes. The Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister of Political Affairs, Dr. Ali Khani, is in Bangkok for his official visit. And at the press conference, he discussed many things, but mostly about what's going on in Gaza Strip. And he was calling Israel's action a genocide. The deputy minister also called Hamas the Resistance, and saying that Iran has been in contact with them. And of course I asked, okay, he was talking about situation going on. He keep talking about how cruel Israel has been and things like that, and how Palestinian has been dealing with all this situation. So I asked him that he cannot not talking about Hamas. The answer was, this is true translation, he said, Hamas means the people of Palestine. Hamas means the resistance of Palestine. And that the response we got from the resistance was, as long as this war persistence prevail, there is no possible of the release of the hostages. So as a response to Israel's statement that Iran is behind the current conflicts, Khani said that Iran has supported and will continue to support any movement to serve the right of the people of the war, including people of Palestine.
Has he mentioned about the aid of the people in Gaza right now?
He actually said that a majority of people that got killed there, like children and women. So mostly he was talking about the atrocity they have to, go through. And I think the stance is pretty clear from Iran's side that they didn't talk about two-state solution. Every time everybody asks about two-state solution, the deputy minister just said, okay, it depends on the will of the Palestine people, Palestinian.
Or the Hamas?
He didn't say he didn't mention Hamas, but when I asked for Hamas, he said Hamas is Palestine.
It's Palestine
people. Of Palestine.
people.
But when we asked about two-state solution or what Iran see for the future of this conflict, they just said, oh, depends on the will of the people of Palestine.
Well, let's see how
Let's see how it
going
pans
to
out.
end.
Yes.
This
And
going to
if you
end.
want to know a little more in detail of what was said today in the press conference, you can log on to our website, and there will be more
Find
to
out
read
more
on there.
on the articles. Let's come back to Thailand, as the provincial governors nationwide have been directed to establish centers and a committee to assist victims of loan sharks, responding to the surge in household debt across the country. The centers are expected to be operational and accepting registrations from loan shark victims by December the 1st. And the Interior Minister said that the survey of people in debt to loan sharks was launched on Monday, and information from this survey will be used to formulate measures to combat the long-standing non-formal debt problems. Each center will provide different channels for loan sharks victims to register, including online, a telephone hotline, and a service counter at each district office. Thailand's household debt has surged 11.5% this year to its highest in 12 years, with the average household more than 500,000 baht debt. In that household often turn to high-interest informal lenders, loan sharks, for the loans to pay off their former debts.
And we heard in the news often enough that, all these loan sharks, you pay interest by day.
Yes.
Sometimes like you pay every day and your capital hasn't come down because the interest was so high. And they have all this tactic to ask for your payment, like all this scary tactic and threaten and whatnot.
But the people just keep running into loan sharks. I think one of the problems, what I think, is the minimum minimum wage.
Yeah, the minimum wage, how much we
and
can earn to make a living. Yeah.
And the high cost of living.
I think it's a structural problem. It's something that deep root in Thailand. The previous government was trying to fix this loan shark problem too, but I'm not sure if situation get any better.
Well,
but
first
at
of
least
all,
they addressed that there is this problem, I guess.
there's a lot of things to be addressed. Another thing is education.
Oh yes.
We need to reform.
Okay, talking about a lot of things. One of that is the poll survey by the expat around the world of the city they like, which city is the most livable among all the cities worldwide. And
Where is
Bangkok,
Thailand?
this year Bangkok dropped to 9th place in the most livable cities for expat. And last year it was number 6th. And according to this latest poll by Internations, they run an online portal selling services to expats around the world, and they survey about 12,000 respondents living in 172 countries and territories. The Thai capital has also been dethroned by Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia as the best city for expats in Southeast Asia, in a reversal of the rankings from last year, where it came top and Kuala Lumpur was in 8th place. And according to the ranking, 3 Spanish cities topping the chart, namely Malaga, Alicante, and Valencia. And there are a total of 49 cities around the world that were included in the ranking. Malaga and Alicante also made it to the top 10 for expat essentials such as housing. So as for Bangkok, let's talk about some nice things. The poll results show that it is among the best rated destinations in the Personal Finance Index. Expats find the financial situation and the general cost of living in Bangkok very satisfactory. Bangkok also does well in the ease of settling in index. Expats are especially happy with the friendliness of the local residents and their thriving social life. However, in the Working Abroad Index, Bangkok nearly ends up in the bottom 5 of the work culture and satisfaction subcategory. Expats report that local business cultures does not encourage creativity, independent work, or flexibility. But overall, 85% of expats are happy with their life in Bangkok.
I would like to know what they mean by does not encourage creativity, independence, work, or flexibility.
I don't know. It's interesting, but somehow I see the result and I don't feel surprised. But it is something that we talk about how the atmosphere in school in Thailand is as well, that a lot of people would say the traditional way of schooling in Thailand doesn't encourage creativity, independent work, and flexibility. So it's probably reflects in the working environment in traditional sense.
Or maybe it's just our sabai way.
Maybe sabai. Yeah.
Sabai ways which sometimes doesn't work in international environments.
Or sometimes it says to use sabai, but the deadline is there. It's not sabai anymore.
Okay, let's move on to something much more flavorful. Okay, as the 11th editions of the Bangkok Chef Charity is back on track again for the first time after a 4 years gap. The last one was in 2019.
Wow.
And it was suspended because of COVID-19 pandemic, right? And this time it's going to be back again on the 17th of February 2024. And the aim is to raise funds for hospital under the Theparat Wechanugun Foundations and for needy children in remote areas, especially up northern part of Thailand. I was there at the press conference, and I was there for the food testing as well. And let's see what is the atmosphere. So today I am at the Mandarin Oriental Hotels for the food testing of the upcoming Bangkok Chef Charity, which will be held next year, 2024 in February. And here I am with Kun Jia, who is everything of this event. Kun Jia, can you please tell us about the Bangkok Chef Charity event?
Well, this year we have 30 chefs, which is with there are 11 Michelin star chefs and 26 chefs from 5-star hotel. They're working together in the concept of 2 chefs working in one dish. So every dish we have with they are going to have Michelin star cooking in that dish, right? And plus with 12 kanabe, you can be full already start getting full before you walk into the event, because we have 12 kanabes from the 6 chefs.
So at the events, I had a chance to try several dishes. I have to admit that it's really nice. For example, the tomatillo, the tomato salad is really refreshing. They also have some scallop infused in miso soup, and they have lamb, they have beef over there. So it's gonna be a very big event, and the Nations also is a media partner.
Oh, so you'll hear more about this event on our platform, on our channels.
Especially next year.
So if this weekend, let's move on to the next story. If this weekend you have no plan yet, on Saturday there is actually an event going on. The Korean Cultural Center and Korean Thailand Communication Center present KOFT Power Festival 2023. It will be happening at the Future Park Rangsit at 2 p.m. Of course, they will showcase diverse cultural content from Korea and mix with Thailand. There will be some K-pop cover dance. There will be probably some food as well. There will also be a talent competition show called Show Your Soft Power, with 15 Thai finalists showing off their skill in singing, dancing, lip syncing, and traditional performances. So if you have no plan yet, I think the weekend will be pretty interesting, with, especially if you are a K-pop fan.
It's going to be at 2 p.m. at Future Park Rangsit. The next day also they will have, the festival doesn't stop just there, because the next day it continues at the Child Protection and Development Center in Pattaya on Sunday, and there will be more performances and charity activities, you know, with partners like Shong Art or Black Leopard. You know, it's very great events for the kids.
And the best part is it's all free. Okay, that's all the news we have for you in this edition of The Nation Daily. If you want to know anything more about Thailand, just log on to our website, nationthailand.com, or follow us on our social media platform, X, YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram
and TikTok. Okay, and that's it for today. สวัสดีค่ะ